everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We are in my kitchen, as you can see, and it's all festive in here. I'm making gingerbread cookies because I have kind of tortured you every year for the last several years with photos of my homemade gingerbread cookies. And this year I'm going to show you how to make them. So, let's go.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Full list of ingredients is on my blog. There's a link below. So now we're gonna whisk that together and make sure it's all mixed together nicely. Whisking.
I don't need to hang my stocking.
So once you've mixed up the flour and the spices, the next step is to deal with the butter and the shortening.
Won't make me happy.
I've got the old school hand electric mixer,
and
and we're gonna mix that until it's smooth. The recipe calls for lemon peel, and I just use a cheese grater. I don't have a lemon zester. You can see I have a very minimal kitchen, and this is a very complicated recipe, so if I can make it in this little space, you can make it anywhere. It's very slow, just like molasses. Haha. So we're gonna blend it until it's smooth. Whoa! It's going wild.
I will make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even stay awake.
Time for the egg. One of the best things that makes these cookies so delicious is that every element is made from scratch. There's no pre-made icing or cake mix or anything like that. It's all just whole ingredients that we mix together on our own.
Baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
For the full recipe and all the measurements and detailed instructions, make sure you check out my blog. It'll be called Gingerbread, and it'll be at terranaomi.com.
Inside the children's laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing.
Oh no! Ah! These aren't my normal cooking shoes. I did this just for you guys, and now I ruined them. Okay, done.
For Christmas, this is all I'm asking for.
I'm gonna mix it together. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a tiny bit at a time. So this is just the glaze. We're gonna dye it green because we're gonna make Christmas trees tonight. This is my favorite part. But I'm all out of green, so we're gonna use blue and yellow, and hopefully that'll work. I remember it working in like preschool. Ah, it's green! And a really nice green at that. This stuff is the best thing in the world. It's parchment paper, and I line the cookie sheets with it too, and it doesn't contaminate your cookies. And they don't stick. Thickness, you guys, is key. Most cookie recipes will tell you to make them really thin. I make them about twice as thick as the normal ones, and then I underbake them. That's one of the main secrets of why my gingerbread cookies taste so good that all my friends bother me for them year round, and then at Christmas time I start getting invited to every party, and I know it's not because they like me. So now you too can be used for your gingerbread. We're gonna roll this into a disc again, and we're gonna chill it again. And then we're gonna move on to the next disc. So you have 3, and you keep alternating back and forth because the minute they get a little bit warm, they're harder to work with. And we're gonna go into the oven. I always use the leftover little dough to make a little test cookie so that I can see if I've baked them long enough, because you might want them crispier or whatever. And while we wait, I'm gonna play you a little bit of a new song. Let's go.
Looking like a killer with a warm coat 45, you always go that extra mile. have to wait for the album to hear the rest. Okay, let's go get the cookies. They're probably done.
Yeah, they're looking good. We're gonna test the test cookie. Oh, it looks so good. Some people like crispy, thinner gingerbread. I like really like soft. It's got like a tiny crisp on the top. Oh my god, I think it's perfect. Here. The cookies have cooled. It's really important that you let them cool because otherwise you're gonna put this icing on and it's just gonna be like bleh, and melt all over and it's gonna be gross. So one of the secrets to my gingerbread, I use buttercream for the white part. Instead of a royal icing, I'm just gonna put this leftover buttercream that I had the other night and I'm gonna blend it again to make it kind of fluffy so that it's easier to put into the piping thing. My technical knowledge is very keen, you might notice. Here's one of the finished trees, and you can really do whatever you want. You can decorate them any way that you like to. You can you know, make different shapes, different colors, be creative. I make gingerbread men sometimes too. This year I did that. And oh, one thing is that since it's buttercream icing, it's not gonna harden fully. Because if you use typical traditional royal icing, it gets very hard and you can stack them on top of each other. But this one is gonna stay really soft, so you wanna keep them a single layer. Otherwise you're gonna end up with a big mushy. And usually what I do is I leave them out overnight, covered with a piece of parchment paper so they have a chance to dry out a little bit with this icing, and it gets kind of a little bit of a hard shell, but it still will mush if you mush it. One more thing, if you guys do make them, I would love to see what you create, so take a picture or a couple pictures and post on my Facebook page. That would make me really happy. Okay, thanks. Have a really great holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. See you in 2014. Bye.